This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thanks for getting up with us on this Sunday. I'm Alma McCarty. This morning on Sunrise, a Portland State University study says Oregon is falling woefully behind in shelter beds for people living on the streets. How a local organization is working on addressing the problem. Plus, the Portland Winter Light Festival continues its opening weekend. How organizers hope the event will help draw people back to downtown. But before we get to all of that, let's check in with Ashley Grams for a quick look at the Sunday forecast. Good morning, Ashley.
Happy Sunday, Alma. Great to be here waking up with you. Let's take a live look outside right now at Newport. We're about 20 minutes away from sunrise. Going to be absolutely beautiful again today. I think yesterday we were in the mid 50s. It was wonderful. We saw some blue sky. Well, at least for the first part of today, we're going to continue to see that. As we take a look outside right now in the Rose City, well, tough to see. We have some serious fog we're dealing with this morning in the metro area. It really is impacting visibility. We're down to about a quarter of a mile visibility here in Portland, so take it slow. On the roads this morning, it is chilly, 33 degrees. No wind this morning, no rain this morning. We are going to see a little bit of rain later today. Let's take a look at some of the temperatures we're going to see, though. It's not going to be quite this cold. It's going to take some time to warm up, but we are going to get there. 50 degrees in Portland, 52 in Tillamook, 50 in Newport, 50 in Salem, 26 at Timberline, 41 in Madras, 36 in Bend. So we're starting off chilly, but we're going to get up close to that 50 number. Of course, we do have some rain coming tonight and some wind. We'll talk more about that in your 7-day forecast coming up.
Ashley, thank you. A quick reminder on traffic this morning. The Morrison Bridge will be closed most of the day for maintenance work. The closure should last no later than 6 o'clock tonight, but you'll want to use alternate routes throughout the day. A man is dead after a shooting near a home in northeast Portland. This is Portland's 9th homicide so far in 2024. Police were called out to northeast Milton and Alameda. For those unfamiliar with the area, that is just down the street from Beaumont Middle School. Officers found a man dead in the street. Police say that the suspect left the scene and they haven't arrested anyone yet. The name of the man killed and the circumstances leading up to it have not been released. We are working to learn more about a person killed in southeast Portland Friday night. This happened near Southeast Division and 174th at around 8 o'clock. Police say 2 people were involved in a shooting at a bar and one of them died. No one has been arrested, but police say they aren't looking for any other suspects. We spoke to 2 single parents who live in the area. They say they see incidents like this often.
It's unfortunately not uncommon for this kind of thing to happen around here. This neighborhood is really dangerous, honestly. I've been living here for almost 2 years, and Portland has just gotten so crazy over the past few years.
The name of the person killed has not been released at this time. Turning now to our homeless crisis. Oregon has the 2nd highest rate of unsheltered homelessness nationwide. That's according to a recent Portland State University report, which says there is a big gap between the number of people who are unhoused and the number of open beds. Sydney Dorner sat down with a local nonprofit to hear how they plan on facing this issue.
I spoke to a local shelter and people living on the street who say this jump in homelessness may be caused by mental health issues and rising rents.
Mental health component is really important because 9 times out of 10, someone's screaming and yelling, they just need something to drink or something to eat.
Portland State University has a homelessness research and action collaborative. They say the number of people living on the streets in Oregon increased by 8.5% from 2022 to 2023. But according to the report, the state only has enough shelter beds for 42% of unhoused people.
The data is distressing. It's horrible in lots of ways. But based on the year that we and other nonprofits have experienced serving this community last year, not surprising at all.
Scott Kerman runs Blanchet House in Old Town, a place where people in need can find both food and shelter.
For instance, in Multnomah County, the report indicates a 29% increase in the number of people who were unsheltered. Well, at Blanchet House last year, we had a 28% increase in the number of meals that we served.
He says there is a long list of challenges.
We know we have a significant behavioral health crisis in our community. We know we have a significant substance use disorder crisis, especially with regards to methamphetamine and fentanyl. We know that we have a dramatic housing shortage.
But these numbers aren't affecting everyone in the same way. The report states Black, Indigenous, and other people of color experience much higher rates of homelessness than their white neighbors. Rural and semi-rural counties across Oregon also face higher numbers of unsheltered homelessness.
Communities that have been prevented by many factors in our society from lifting themselves or being lifted out of poverty and out of that sort of what seems to be an endless cycle.
Sydney Dorner, KGW News.
Portland City Council has passed a plan intended to incentivize more housing construction by loosening regulations for developers. The package relaxes 15 regulations for builders to try and cut through some of that red tape that comes with new developments. Those include rules around providing bike parking, eco roofs in apartment buildings, and certain restrictions against ground floor units.
We can't control inflation, but we can control is giving some relief to some folks, some developers, to make sure that their time is used efficiently, and every little bit helps so that we can catalyze more housing development right now in Portland.
The package also provides some tax relief for developments where affordable housing is required. The Rose City is alive with the annual Portland Winter Light Festival. The festival features art, light shows, and performances. This is the 9th year, and there are installations all over town. But as Art Edwards tells us, the hope is it's something that will help draw people back to downtown Portland.
It's a festive atmosphere in downtown Portland. Thousands of people out enjoying the Portland Winter Light Festival. From people wearing lights to kids playing with lights.
Every year, since it started, me and my family, we like coming down to see all the pretty lights. Like any excuse I get to see lights, it's just like a good one.
There's a lot to see. Fire, amazing artwork, and lights, lots of lights. This is all carefully put together by the Willamette Light Brigade, with the idea of giving many people access to all different kinds of art.
People will come. If you put up a bunch of wacky, cool, weird art to explore, people enjoy it. And so we need something to celebrate right now in Portland because it's winter, but also because it's time.
The festival runs through February 10th, but the anchor spots at Pioneer Courthouse Square and Southeast 2nd and Clay are only open on Friday and Saturday nights. On Thursday, at the event kickoff, Mayor Ted Wheeler talked about the importance of this event, pointing out that last year the festival drew more than 200,000 people downtown and generated more than $4 million for the local economy.
My administration remains unwavering in our commitment to revitalizing and growing Portland, especially Portland's urban core.
All that matters to these folks is that the Winter Light Festival is still going strong.
It's crazy how much it's grown, and it's so cool.
Art Edwards, KGW News.